Hey everybody, this is Cindy. I'm making my first post-op video and I'm hoping that this one is actually going to work this time. Let me set my clock so I can keep up with it. The last one that I made was too long. First of all, let's start numbers. Back in March, my weight, when I went to see the surgeon for my consultation, my weight was 328. Day of surgery, they've recorded my weight at 317, which was a total of 11 pounds lost. And this morning, I actually got on the scales and it shows 304. So that makes a total of 24 pounds down since originally started and 12 pounds since surgery. I don't have much hospital coverage. I do have a few still pictures that I'm going to put in a video somewhere. My videographer, my daughter, decided she didn't want to stay at the hospital with me, and she came home, and that was that. She actually forgot to leave the camera at the hospital. And why is it every time I make a video I start yawning? She brought the camera home and it didn't make it back until the next night, and by that time I was up walking laps and didn't even think about it for real. Everybody says the pain in the videos. Well, I don't want to scare anybody. I do want to keep real. I woke up in recovery in the worst pain that I had ever had in my whole entire life. The nurse asked me to rate my pain on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the worst, 1 being the best, and in between cry outs to God just to let me go back to sleep, I remember screaming that it was a 15. It was bad. Yeah, it was bad. So, best I can say is just be prepared. I went through thinking, well, I've had an abdominal surgery in the past, being my hernia surgery, and I thought that, once I'd been through that I could go through anything else again. It was completely, totally different. Had it been in the same area, it might have been okay, but this was much higher. This was right on top of my ribs. That noise is the TV in my living room. My son is just driving me crazy with the TV. He has no concept of volume control. Yeah. Anyway, in between yawns, I'll try to speak. My doctor requires 8 laps on the floor every day prior to going home. So Monday night, I don't think I quite got my 8 in. I think I might have done 4 or 5. Tuesday, I probably did 12. And Wednesday, I was discharged around 12:30, I think. Maybe. And I probably did that many more Wednesday morning. So walking was not an issue once I started. I told him on Tuesday I didn't want any more morphine, and I chose to stop the morphine and begin the Lortab elixir. That helps a lot because you don't just take your medicine and go to sleep. Monday night we had ice chips was all I could have Monday night, which was fine. Tuesday morning around 8 o'clock I was brought a 16-ounce bottle of water, a cup of sugar-free cherry jello, which I don't do cherry, and that was it. And that was breakfast and lunch, basically. I took 2 or 3 bites of jello and it stayed there. I threw it away the next morning. That's gross, I know, but I kept thinking, well, I may want it. I didn't. My bottle of water I brought, I'm so sorry, guys. I brought my own Crystal Light with me just because my friend in the hospital told me that all they typically had was lemonade or raspberry ice, and I don't like either one of those flavors. So she said that I could bring my own, so that that way I would be more apt to drink. Tuesday night I was brought this awesome broth. I hope you can see that. I'm trying not to move the camera. It is original Smithers gourmet, low calorie, fat free chicken broth concentrate. You mix this with 6 ounces of water. This is the most awesome stuff in the world. I don't understand why I'm yawning. But you mix this with water and it tastes really good. It's seasoned very well. I looked online to see about purchasing this. You get 200 packs for $56, so that's really not all that much of my budget at this point. Had I known about this when I was still pre-op and had the liquid diet and everything to go through, this would have been my option. Gas really wasn't a problem. I took my own Gas-X strips, and then I was taking the simethicone, the infant drops like Mollicon, for the gas in between. So gas really wasn't an issue for me. I would love to burp. I feel like I have to burp almost all the time, and it never wants to come up. They tell me that will get better eventually. I know I made a list and it's in my book, and the camera is actually sitting on my book of things I wanted to talk about. I got pretty flowers while I was in the hospital. I didn't have very many visitors. My family was there, of course. I did have one friend come to see me, and he brought flowers. And I'll put a picture of my roses at the end or somewhere. Other than that, so far it's been a fairly good week. Oh, I know what I was going to talk about. Monday night after surgery, of course, I had gone to the bathroom and I started passing blood clots. So ever since, well, it kind of went away, I guess, when I got home Wednesday. I started, guys, turn the camera off. I started, I guess, my first period for the last 8 months. So now it's almost a week later and it's still there. It was not going away. So I talked to my surgeon's office yesterday, and they were supposed to actually talk to the surgeon and see if I should call my gynecologist to see about having a shot or something to maybe stop it for right now, so that I wasn't losing too much iron. Showers are still wearing me out, and I think that's attributed to I am losing an awful lot of blood right now. I'm taking my B12 already. My daughter's eating all my Flintstones. She's eating 4 or 5 a day at least, minimum. And my timer's about to go, so I have to go ahead and close this. I'll make another one soon. We're going to the beach Saturday, so I'll send footage from Oceanside. Talk to y'all later. Bye.